5 Points Gaming here, and we are gonna do this now. And right now I have a variety of pack openings. Yes, bunch of jumbo gold rare packs, some mega packs, some other packs. You know, this happened over maybe the course of 2 weeks, but yeah, I hope you're having a wonderful holiday season. Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa to everybody out there who is celebrating this wonderful cold winter and holiday season. And that leads me to, stick around in this video. I do pull a 90 plus at the end, so check it out, or stick around. There are a couple good players, a couple decent players, but you know, that reminds me to talk about the holiday season of a story that just recently happened. So I have 2 children, and you'll see the players in the background. I don't need to comment too much. I have 2 children, one is 10 and one is 12, and we got them bikes for Christmas. Now, one of them still believes in Santa Claus, that's the younger one, and the older one does not, but we're still keeping up the charade for the 10-year-old until finally he just either finds out in some awful way, or, you know, he gets made fun of. I don't know what's gonna happen here. Hopefully he's not watching this video. Better set this one to private. But anyways, so we got him bikes, and we ordered them online because we're not dealing with Black Friday. I mean, I am, you know, a trained MMA fighter, but I don't need to be using my skills up in Walmart just to get a bike. So we ordered them online, and they were delivered to the house. And, well, actually, we came home one day, and there's a huge box right outside of our garage that says Mongoose on it. Like, and the 10-year-old is in the car with us, and he sees it, and we're like, dude, what did you see? You know, do you know what Mongoose is? And he's like, oh, I don't know. You know, he's trying to lie, which is ironic about the whole thing, but he's trying to pretend like he didn't see that. But, you know, finally he came clean. He's like, yeah, Mongoose makes bikes, you know. And I said, all right, Caleb, I need you to keep a big secret, buddy. We got your older brother a bike. And, you know, if you could, you know, keep that a secret, you know, he felt like he was finally included on something, you know. He was like, all right, yeah, I can keep a secret, you know. But I was like, all right, Santa will bring you something else, man. Don't worry about it. You know, he asked for a bike, you know, etc. So 3 days later, there is another package on the porch, this time with a picture of the bike on top. Like, no mistaking what it is. And of course, the kid says, hey guys, there's a package on the porch. So not only do we know that he's seen it, we know that he knows what it is. And we asked him, hey, did you see anything? You know, he's like, no, I didn't see anything. And you can see clear as day that there's a picture of a bike on top of the box. So bedtime comes, I go down, you know, I'm putting him in bed. I said, you know, hey man, what did you see, dude? What did you see on the thing? He said, he goes, Dad, it's a bike. And I said, all right, I gotta think quickly. I said, look, can you keep a big secret? He says, yes, we got your brother 2 bikes. So anyways, I hope you guys are looking forward to the holiday season. What do you guys want for Christmas? Like, I don't know what I want. I have no clue as to... There's finally a Victor Hedman. Yeah, I think a Stammer would be nice. How about that? A Steve Stamkos to put on my first line, to be my first line center in a pack. That would be a wonderful Christmas gift. Hook it up, EA. But no, there's like nothing. Like, my wife asked me if I wanted a hibachi grill. You know, like they come like minimum 5. I was like, we don't need to spend that money on that much money on me, because I just feel like, you know, spending that much money on a grill is just too much. And now my cat's about to throw up, but we're not gonna stop this recording just so that my cat can throw up. But anyways, yeah, the only thing that I want for Christmas is, like, there he is, Drew Doughty. Oh my gosh, what a pull. I've been wanting Drew Doughty. By the way, he plays like a forward in the blue line. He's amazing. He's a great talent. Somebody I've been looking for a long time. Yeah, the only thing I want for Christmas is like a gym membership, so I won't be so out of shape, because I'm pretty much out of shape at this point in my life. And so here's a look at the lineup. Tell me what you want for Christmas. Leave it in the comments Whether you want your wife or girlfriend just to stop nagging you, or do you want like a crazy card? Look at this. We got Kreider, Johansson, and Parisi. Kreider, one of the most productive players. Zuccarello, Krejci, and Van Riemsdyk. And then, you know, Jeff Carter. Claude Giroux, who's okay. Robitaille has been better than advertised, honestly. I got him for like 68K pucks, and he's been incredible. And then Scott Niedermayer, Drew Doughty. And then the second pairing is Hedman and Ryan McDonough. And then last pairing, Roman Josi and Alex Pietrangelo. Very nice group to deal with. So happy holidays to you. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm a little Australian there. 5 points. I'm out.